maybe share, was there anything shocking moving here, good or bad?
Um, well, so there is a church everywhere out here.
Yes.
And I just wasn't used to that. So that's good because I it really shocked me how involved the kids are and the youth are in church. Like in
Hmm.
LA, I'm just used to like you drag your kids to church and there's not that many churches and there's not that many good churches.
Mm.
And there's so many good churches out here. Um,
Yes.
you can't really go wrong, but it's good that the youth are in it. So I'm not like always trying to like push it on my kids. Like there's
Hmm.
other kids, it's like
Yeah.
other peers. And I think that's really cool to have that positive influence
Hmm.
because there are a lot of bad influences. So it's good to have that reinforcement of something positive. And another thing that shocked me was the freeways. Um,
Okay.
for the first, I don't know, I think so it's been it'll be almost 2 years. So it's like a year and the latter of another year. And I feel like I'm just getting comfortable on the freeway. Like the first
Yes.
2 months, I missed my exit. I got lost. I mean, I'm an okay driver, but I'm not like a terrible driver or anything. But like I would just, it was insane, and they're scary. Like they have all kind of ramps, and in California it's long. So, we got like a north and south. We got that 405, it goes up and down, and it's simple. And then you might have a couple of east and west freeways, but I mean, the freeway system is really intricate and a little intimidating out here.
Okay.
It's a little intimidating that and the other. So these are the only shocking things in the bugs. So I
Oh,
didn't
the
mind
bugs.
the bugs. I didn't mind the heat. I was prepared for the heat. I actually I like it warmer because you get to go swimming. Um, I do like the warm months. It gets a little hot, but everybody has AC. It's totally doable and not as scary as people think to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it is the bugs. It's their problem. I can't with you.
Okay, what kind of bugs when you
I
say
don't
that?
even know. I've never seen some of these bugs in my life, heard of them. So there are like, I guess, so my neighbor said they're like June bugs and they look like
Oh, yes.
those little copper looking things.
Yeah, they're June
I,
bugs.
I thought a June bug was like those green things that look like bees. That's what we think in California. That
Oh,
those
okay.
you ever see those like iridescent greenish?
Um,
What do you guys call those?
well, we
Yeah,
call them locusts, but their real name starts with a C. I can't remember off the top
we
of my head what it's
we
called.
call those June bugs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, our June bugs are, yeah, like you said, copper color. And they come
Yeah.
out May and June and like
Oh my gosh, it's so those bugs and it's a bunch of them and then they fly and they're a little
yeah, they
little
don't hurt anything, but if you
no
get them in your hair, it's like
it's like yeah, it freaks you out a little bit. And it hasn't landed in my hair, but they all land on my porch like if you leave the light on or something and
yes.
they'll just die right there or they're in the garage. So that freaks me out.
Yes.
I'm over it now. I'm not scared of those anymore. And then the mosquitoes, so just kind of preparing to like put your spray on or whatever. But the
Uh-huh.
mosquitoes, there's mosquitoes in California, but it's a little bit more here.
Yeah.
And then what other bugs? Oh, there's like this swarm of like gnat bugs, and they just kind of go like
Oh, in
this.
the summertime?
Yeah, and they'll just like in the evenings, like they'll just stay right there at eye level, so you walk through them, and you're like, like
Yeah,
they're just like
they're
all
gnats and they come
yeah.
out in the summertime. And I forget that we even have them until you walk into them and then you don't
Until
see
you walk into them, yeah.
them.
Oh my gosh! It's so one day I was taking a walk, and it felt like an obstacle course. So it was it was like the bugs that were just swarming like this, and then I was like, ah, didn't get me, like I
Yeah.
passed it. And then there was some dragonflies just zipping across the sidewalk, and I was like trying to like get around the dragonflies, and there was just a couple of I don't know, there's just so many different bugs
Yeah,
that are out
ants.
there.
Have
Oh
you
yeah, ants,
have,
watch out for the ant hills.
you have to treat them or they will definitely overtake your yard.
Yeah.
Have you seen any snakes?
I've seen them. They posted a couple. I have seen snakes, not in my yard, not in my front yard, backyard, or anything, but in my HOA, somebody posted like a snake that they saw in their backyard, and me and my husband, So we're not you. We're Californians, so we're like, oh no, we got to be on the lookout. So we are a little scared, but we haven't ran into any snakes in our house. Even though I think those are the people who are like up against the there's like a lake behind.
Yeah, because you live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of ponds.
Yeah.
There's a lot of green belts, and so those are the areas that could attract snakes.
And then we're like kind of into the.
Yeah, you're in. I don't know. You maybe see a grass
Didn't see
snake
one.
at some point.
I saw one. I had walked. We were walking to one of the HOA pools, and it was kind of like down the road, and I saw a dead one.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm getting tougher, like I'm getting Texas tough, but it did shock me.
Texas tough.
It did shock me, but it's not. It shocked me at first, but I'm starting to get used to it. Like
Okay.
I just went for a bike ride this morning, and there was like this gnarly looking spider on my bike, and I normally would have freaked out, but I was like, let me just get the water hose, and I just hosed it off, and then I got my little bike pump, and then I crushed like a ant or a bug on my hand, and normally I would freak out, but I was just like, just moving on.
I'm a big girl. I'm a Texas girl now.
Yeah, I'm like, look at me getting used to this. So
Very good.
that's one of the things that shocked me that I didn't like, but there's so many things that I did like. I mean, all the things I do like outweigh those things for sure.
Well, tell me one final question. If someone is considering moving from California to Texas or maybe Seattle or you specifically California, what would you say to them?
I think that they need to do it. They're going to improve their quality of life. I feel like you have more choices here, especially like Washington, California. If you choose not to get your child vaccinated, like if you don't want to do like the school, you can you have the option here. I think in a lot of states, but you have the option to get exemptions, just more options to do things that you believe in or that that you want to do. You get more house for your money. And even with the prices of the homes increasing in Texas, it's still more house for your money. It's still a good investment choice and still a good investment in your family choice because it's like lots to do. It's so big. I'm still exploring different parts of Texas. So you'll really enjoy it. So you won't have like, if you're on the coast, you won't have the beach, but the lakes are really nice. There's
Very
like
good.
Joe Pool Lake, Lake Ray Hubbard, like Rockwall Lake. Oh, that's really cool. There's so many cool lakes, so many cool water sports that you could still do.
Yeah. Have you been to Eagle Mountain Lake yet?
I haven't, but I know where it is. It's like west, right? It's like over there. Is that by Hazlitt?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Well, it's on. Like, you'll pass Hazlitt. Yes.
You'll pass. It's going that way west. No, I went to. I know Grapevine Lake. And then the Lake Ray Hubbard, that was really nice.
Yeah.
And then I want to go to Joe Pool Lake because they kind of set it up like a beach.
Yes, that's
so there's still so much to do. And then there's so many cool water parks. So it's like it's so much to do out here. So I think you should just take the leap. You won't regret it. I know my husband, my son, and then I just had a little baby, so she's gonna get to do everything. She's a tech. She's born here. So we all love it. And actually my husband ended up coming here and making more money here.
Oh, that's awesome.
So a lot of people think that you're going to take a pay cut, but they have jobs where they pay,
even better,
more.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. And so Vanessa is now an agent on our team. Do you still have a license in California? Did you keep that?
No, I let it go in June. That just passed.
Oh, okay. Well, she's licensed here in Texas and she works with our investors as well as buyers. And so if you fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire, she may be your agent.
Thank you, Dana.